Let's start off this yummy video by turning Tootsie Rolls into slime. The good thing about Tootsie Rolls is that they're kind of soft already, so you really don't need to do much. I'm going to use 10 of these yummy, yummy, yummy Tootsie Rolls. I'm going to microwave them for maybe 20 seconds, and that's all you have to do. So see how soft they are? Oh my goodness. And the good thing about Tootsie Rolls is they really don't get sticky. So all I did was smush it together, and it doesn't even stick to my table. So I'm pretty impressed by this. So instantly you have edible chocolate slime. Moving on to the creamy delicious caramels, and these things are very similar to Tootsie Rolls in the sense that you don't have to add anything to turn this into edible slime. So all you need is as many caramels as you want, and you just have to microwave it just for a little bit, like obviously depending on how many you have. So I have here about 20 caramels, and I put it in the microwave for about 20 seconds, which was perfect. So you don't want it hot, you want to be able to touch it like I am right away, and you can see how they just sort of melt in your hands, which is amazing because this stuff isn't even sticky. You can just turn it into this big ball of gooey deliciousness right away, and I think this might be my favorite edible slime ever. And I couldn't help myself, so I had to take a big bite, and of course it's delicious. My third candy of choice to make edible slime is Starburst, which are also almost equally as good as caramel. So you guys let me know, what do you prefer, Starburst or caramel? So I'm just going to mix all these colors together to make things easy, but it also makes a super cool sort of rainbow effect. So wait till you see how this looks. So once again, I stuck with the 20 seconds in the microwave, and remember you can always start off short and then microwave it for a little bit longer. You definitely don't want it to be too hot. I always like to be able to touch it right away instead of having it boiling candy. So here I am mixing it together, and I'm sure you guys can imagine how awesome this smells. This is a big ball of Starburst, so it's the most amazing thing I've ever smelled. And I'm just slowly mixing it together because I really like this sort of like marbly look, which I think is really neat. And naturally, if you keep mixing it together, the colors will blend, and in this case, you're going to get a nice strawberry color, so red, pinkish. For all those Starburst lovers out there, you guys definitely need to try this. Moving right along to our gummy bears, and these are oh so squishy, which also makes them oh so sticky when you melt them, so just make sure that you guys are prepared for that. I have about half a cup of gummy bears here, and again put it in the microwave for about 20 seconds. So this stuff is so sticky. I mean, it looks amazing, but you just have to be ready and prepared for this, you guys. So make sure that you have your cornstarch available, and you want to have that actually already on the table before you even touch it. So the goal is to cover the gummy bears in the cornstarch so that you're not actually touching the gummy bears directly, and good luck. So now I'm going to put the cornstarch on top because, like I said, I do not want to touch this stuff. So I have my spatula, and I'm just going to sort of twist and turn it in there and add more cornstarch as you feel fit. And I am now scraping it off the spatula, but again coating it because it instantly sticks to your fingers. And as you play with your gummy bear slime, obviously those sticky parts will become exposed. So it's like I just can't even describe. It's like the stickiest thing, trust me, you will ever feel. So I think you guys should make it just to see what I'm talking about. So I'm just taking my time mixing in the cornstarch until I am happy with the non-stickiness of it. So I've gotten to a point now where I feel like it's not really sticking with my fingers too much. Obviously you will have those moments where you keep mixing it and you find a sticky spot, so just add some more cornstarch and you should be fine. And if you really don't care that it's sticky, then you're all good. Although it's pretty sticky at the beginning, the stuff turns out amazing and of course tastes delicious, so definitely worth a try. Moving on to our fluffy white marshmallows, and this might seem like the most basic, obvious edible slime of all, which I agree, it is. It's actually really important as it's a base for other slimes that you can make. So I'm gonna make this for you, it's super easy, and then I'm gonna continue on and show you how to make Nutella slime, and the best for last, which is gonna be Skittles slime. So while I was chatting away, I put about 1 cup of marshmallows in the microwave, again for about 20 to 30 seconds, so not long, and just mix it up with a spatula. And then I have here a bowl of cornstarch, so I just sort of plopped it in there, similar to the gummy bear slime. You just want to kind of coat the sticky stuff with this cornstarch so that you can actually touch it, or else it just sticks all over to your hands. Now that you know how to make marshmallow slime, in order to make Nutella slime, all you have to do is combine the two. So I just have 3 marshmallows here and a tablespoon of Nutella, and all you're gonna do is mix it up. And if you're wondering, why is she making so little slime? It's because I actually tried 2 previous recipes to this, and they did not work out at all. So I had some cornstarch in one of them, and it just didn't work, and my ratios were off. So I recommend, I think this is okay, 3 marshmallows to 1 tablespoon of Nutella. It's not sticky, and you definitely have that Nutella texture to it. So if anyone out there has a better recipe for Nutella slime, please write it in the comments. I would love to learn more about this amazing edible slime. And here we are making our last edible slime for this video, which is Skittles, and I am going to use sour Skittles. Yum, yum, yum. Anybody else like sour Skittles out there? So I am gonna separate the colors just because I think it ends up being pretty cool. So there's 5 colors I'm gonna do. And the cool thing about this, you guys, is that I put them in the coffee grinder, and this really does work. And if you find the Skittles get stuck under the blades and stuff, just make sure you unplug the grinder, get them out of the blade, and then grind it back up. And it really turns into this powder. It's so awesome and so cool, and you can make so many things with it, which I have done. I have so many videos about Skittles, making pixie sticks, making, of course, slime, and pretty much anything else I could think of at the time. So make sure you guys check out our channel and check out for those other videos. So just grinding through all these colors, and it's almost time to turn them into slime. So here we go. I have 3 marshmallows that have been softened in the microwave just for about 5 seconds, and I'm gonna add my red Skittles to start with, which is about 1.5 tablespoons of Skittles, and just mix it up until you feel like it's completely mixed. They are quite sticky, so it sometimes takes a while, especially with the powdery Skittles. So the next step is to ensure that you have cornstarch on your table, and this is where it gets really sticky. And what you can do to prevent it from sticking to your hands is actually coat your fingers in oil, so coconut oil or cooking oil or whatever, and that will make your life a lot easier, because if you're in a position where you need your hands, they're going to be covered in Skittles slime. So if you're lucky, it won't take you too long to get that stuff off your hands. And I know this seems like the smallest slime ever, but it's because I had just a small amount of the red Skittles. So I'm going to move on to the orange, yellow, green, and purple, and let's see how it all works out in the end. And that is our Skittles slime. I hope you guys really enjoyed watching how I made this, and that brings us to the end of this video. Make sure that you guys comment on what your favorite edible slime was, and be sure to subscribe as I have many more exciting videos coming up. Thanks, everyone. If you guys are interested in learning how to edit a video like this, I've started up a new channel called Final Cut Pro Coach, where I teach you from a very beginner standpoint on how to edit a video. There's just a couple videos up there right now, as this is a new channel, but very important ones. Thanks, everyone.